How to conduct keyword research like a pro. The first thing all pros understand is the current authority level of their website. And the truth is that if you have a low authority website, which nobody visits, and you have zero traffic, it doesn't matter if you bought backlinks. It doesn't matter if you have backlinks. If you are writing articles and people are not visiting your website, you have a low authority score on your website. Don't go to some research tool and ask it, what's my authority score or what's my domain score? Because every single website uses different metrics and Google doesn't use that. You just have to know, are you getting retention and attention or not? If you're not getting attention and retention, then you have to go for keywords that have the absolute lowest search volume in order to solidify some sort of attention from Google. Let me give you an example. We went ahead and searched for the keyword GLP-1, and you can see here there's a total of 13 plus million searches a month for the keyword GLP-1. And you can see here that the average SEO score is a 48. So that means we have a bell curve, really, of all kinds of different keywords. And you can also see a lot of them have higher trends, which means that this keyword is going to grow. So what we need to do is we just need to click on the volume button here. We can see that there are keywords that get over 1 million searches a month. But if we click here, there are keywords with 10 searches a month. These are going to be the keywords. Start from the lowest and then build your way up and start writing articles based on these keywords. Now, the beautiful thing about this is when Google starts to solidify some attention and some traffic for your article, when it gets a small amount of search volume, over time, it's going to help solidify you, like I said, get more search volume. So for those who don't know, but Google works in a periodic table kind of way. And what that means is that you have the ones at the bottom that hold the most weight from an authority standpoint, but those are the ones that get the least attention. So articles like this, like GLP-1 diet near me, I wouldn't even worry about this, but GLP-1 prescription, I don't know what GLP-1A is. Here we have incretions weight loss. I'm not sure what that is. You can look into it. Write an article about that, right? GLP-1A for weight loss. GLP-1 diet, medical. These are all different keywords that you can begin to target and convolute the order of the words to get the same result. Google will start giving you some attention and some ranking for these smaller keywords. Once you get attention for them, and when I say smaller keywords, I'm not referencing the tails, I'm referencing the search volume, okay? But when you start getting attention for that, Google will start placing that same article and other search queries so that you can get a little bit of attention from those. And as you go on, you need to keep record of what keywords and what attention volume spectrums they have, and you just keep leveling up. So in the beginning, you might write a few articles for the 10 section, then you might write a few for the 40 section, and so on and so forth. And they need to keep going up. And everybody likes to write purely just AI. AI is great, but it's not going to get the job done here. You're going to have to use your personal context and your own system of writing that will make it different. I highly recommend you use something like a Cloud Skill or something like that to make a difference. But you could look at an article like this, like natural GLP-1 agonist. Now, you don't necessarily have to start with 10, for example, search volume. You could start at something a little bit more logical, like 140, 170, right? But understand that it will be a little bit harder. But once you get that foundation completed, where you get a few articles that's actually getting you attention, now Google has some trust in you. It has some authority, especially as time goes on. After your first year, you're golden. Now it's time to tackle keywords with 10, 20, 30,000 search volume a month. You're going to get a fraction of that. You're going to do well, and you're going to roll off into the sunset. I hope this video helps. If you have questions, let me know. I'll talk to you soon.